Are you tired of waking up and feeling like your life is stuck on repeat? Like there's an invisible force pulling you back no matter how hard you try to move forward? There's a reason for that. You could be secretly self-sabotaging your own growth every single day, often without even realizing it. The little things you dismiss as harmless are quietly destroying your potential and stealing years from your life. But today, you're going to see exactly what's happening and how to stop it for good. If you want more content that helps you break free from self-sabotage and finally unlock your true potential, make sure to subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the strategies that could change your life. Now, let's uncover the habits that quietly wreck your progress and wrap the chains of self-sabotage tighter around your dreams. If you really want change, you need to recognize these patterns and cut them out before another year slips away. First up, the snooze button. It's not just a cute little luxury. Every time you hit snooze, you're not just stealing a few minutes of poor sleep, you're teaching yourself that your word doesn't matter. You're starting every day by breaking a promise to you. And that, right there, is textbook self-sabotage. Those extra 9 minutes give you more grogginess, not more rest. Here's what winners do. Put your alarm across the room so you have to stand up to turn it off. As soon as you're up, stretch. Get some sunlight if you can. Splash cold water on your face. These first minutes set the tone for your day. Start by keeping your first commitment. Now think about notifications. Every buzz from your phone steals your attention and your momentum. Did you know it takes over 20 minutes for your brain to regain deep focus after being distracted? When you're constantly getting notifications, you're never really working. You're just bouncing from one recovery period to another. This is one of the sneakiest forms of self-sabotage, letting your attention be hijacked. Set your phone to Do Not Disturb mode. Only let through the absolute essentials. Emergencies only. The world doesn't get to set your schedule. You are the guardian of your attention. Let's talk about binging educational content, watching YouTube, listening to podcasts, reading books, but never doing anything about what you learn. Does this sound familiar? If you consume, but never implement, you're not growing. You're just self-sabotaging while pretending to be productive. To break the cycle, use the input-output rule. For every hour you consume, spend at least 10 minutes implementing it. No exceptions. If you can't do that, stop consuming until you can. Remember, your problem isn't knowledge, it's action. Here's a big one. Wearing your past failures like a name tag. Most people don't learn from failure. They use it as proof that they aren't capable. Tried to get fit once and quit? Now you think, I'm just not a fitness person. Bombed a presentation years ago? Now you say, I'm not a public speaker. This mindset forms the core of self-sabotage. Your failures are just data. They're not your identity. Every time you label yourself by your past, you tell your brain to give up before you even start. A tough pill to swallow, needing to be right. It feels good to win an argument or correct someone in a group. But here's the cost. You shut the door to learning. Every time you choose being right over being curious, you make your ego more important than your growth. But this is subtle self-sabotage. You get the relief of being right today, but lose the chance to become smarter tomorrow. Would you rather be right or be growing? Pause for a moment. If you're finding these habits relatable or eye-opening, hit that like button and drop a comment. with which self-sabotage habit you catch yourself doing the most. Your engagement helps us spread this message even further. Now, let's dig in deeper. One that many struggle with: constantly apologizing for existing. Saying things like, "Sorry, can I just add something?" or "Sorry to bother you." But each unnecessary apology is like voting against yourself in your own election. It's self-sabotage by eroding your confidence and broadcasting to others that you don't belong. Start replacing unnecessary apologies with gratitude. "Sorry for the late reply" becomes "Thank you for your patience." These little language shifts change how others see you and how you see yourself. Here's an insidious one: overthinking tiny decisions. Every time you agonize for 15 minutes over lunch, you drain your willpower and mental energy, leaving nothing for the decisions that actually matter. That's self-sabotage by 1,000 cuts. Use decision rules. If it takes less than 10 minutes to undo, make your choice in less than 10 seconds. Save thoughtful decision-making for the forks in the road that really count. If you're living life for an audience, tweaking your photos, perfecting captions, or curating your feed for likes, here's the hard truth: most people scroll by in less than 2 seconds. You're self-sabotaging by trading your own experience for validation that barely exists. Share when you have something real to say, not just to keep up appearances. You don't need to be interesting. You need to be interested in your own journey, not your image. Let's talk about conversations that drain you. Some people just want psychological airtime. These cycles of venting without action eat up your precious time and energy. Root out self-sabotage by asking, what do you want to happen as a result of this conversation? Watch how quickly the chronic complainers fade and the problem solvers step up. Another form of self-sabotage that hides in plain sight: relationships built on mutual complaints. Many friendships are glued together with nothing but negative talk or gossip. The moment you try to improve, these dynamics pull you back down. Choose partners in growth, not partners in complaint. If the only thing you share is negativity, let those bonds fade or redefine them around accountability and progress. Validation from strangers? This is dopamine-driven self-sabotage. Every refresh, every craving for likes and comments is a step further from owning your own worth. Instead, end your day by writing down 3 things you're proud of, just for you, not your followers. Notice how some people challenge every decision you make. They're not curious, they're uncomfortable by your growth. Stop explaining yourself to people who aren't open. Redirect your effort toward action, not endless defense. Clutter might seem petty, but that mental drain from just-in-case items is another form of self-sabotage. Use the 6-month rule. If you haven't used it in 6 months, and it's not sentimental or seasonal, let it go. Watch out for one-sided relationships. If someone's contact always means a favor, you're the tool, not the friend. Quietly close those doors. Protect your energy for those who bring as much as they take. Giving advice to people who ignore it is another time sink. Share your wisdom only with those ready to act. If you're constantly available to everyone, you're self-sabotaging your own priorities. Establish clear boundaries about your availability and keep them. Not every friendship needs to last. Trying to force expired connections only exhausts you. Cherish the past, but don't drag it into the present out of guilt. What about eating food that wrecks your energy and mood? Every poor decision at the table is a deliberate act of self-sabotage against your future self. You already know what makes you feel good or bad. Respect that. And finally, scrolling before bed. The blue light kills your melatonin, and the endless content amps up your brain at exactly the wrong time. You're self-sabotaging your sleep and your entire next day by flooding your mind with irrelevant stimulation. Replace late-night scrolling with a wind-down routine. Even 30 minutes without screens will revolutionize your rest. If you've made it this far, give yourself some credit. You're ready to confront your self-sabotage and change your life for real. For more powerful strategies, check out the other videos on the Growth Mindset Project and smash that bell so you keep moving forward, stronger, sharper, and truly unstoppable.